On the road to Labour's election victory last month, the message, "things will get worse," was, hardly surprisingly, not a slogan you heard much. A month and a half in, it's now all about grim warnings. Hunker down, says the government. There are harsh choices to be made. It's back to school and politics as usual, with Keir Starmer about to set out his stall for the new term. He warned, "We've inherited not just an economic black hole, but a societal black hole. And that's why we have to take action and do things differently. Part of that is being honest with people about how tough this will be. Frankly, things will get worse before we get better." So cuts or tax rises? People here in Chelsea and Fulham in London, a newly Labour constituency, have glimpsed what's coming down the line, especially when it comes to the end of help for fuel costs for around 10 million pensioners.
Of course I enjoyed the fuel allowance, very handy, but if that's what we've got to do, unfortunately it's what's going to happen.
You don't run a government the way you run your household. They can plan over plenty of years, they could give people money now and recover it in the future. Then there's money there. If they want it to be there, they will find it.
It's just not fair, really, is it? And they did promise that they wouldn't cut it, so that's a poor show.
I'm a pensioner. They're cutting my money. Why?
So 50 days in and the government's theme continues. They say that they inherited an economic situation far worse than they expected. But today the Conservative Party chairman Richard Fuller called those claims a fabrication and a con, saying that they're just making excuses to raise taxes in October's budget. Not so, says the government, claiming they're doing what's needed.
People voted for change, we've already begun on change, but we've got to work through some of these difficult issues first, and we've got to be candid with the country about the challenges that we're facing.
We've got pensioners groups now saying that a lot of pensioners are going to face the heat or eat dilemma. Is that really what a Labour government should be remembered for?
Look, it's important that everyone who's on pension credit claims it, or entitled to it, claims it. They will continue to get the winter fuel payment. And it's also important that we maintain the triple lock. I understand why there's unhappiness about this. It's a very difficult decision that the Chancellor had to take.
But you've found money, haven't you, for train drivers and for junior doctors?
Look, we had a duty to settle these industrial disputes because there's a cost to them continuing as well as a cost to settling them. And it's important to get the country back to work and to get the economy moving again, and that's in everyone's interests.
So pain is coming. It appears the government wants to get this out of the way early in their term. But how long can they keep people on side and fend off backbench rebellions over what looks like increasing austerity?